So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by my other gracious co-host, Jay Random. This is AVIOT, aka Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions, a media education company. What is going on, Jay Random?
Yo, man, I'm good, man. It's Friday, busy, stressful day, in my day job. Besides that, I'm happy to be home. I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. So, I'm happy to be alive, man. What's up with you? How was your day?
It was okay, man. I actually just got back from driving to Baltimore. I went to Baltimore to visit this group for a youth council or youth advisory group. And it was to deal with youth, or not deal with, but just work with youth in the Baltimore area. And the reason why I wanted to sit in on this youth advisory group is because Chemistry Productions, even though we're about media literacy, our key demographic is younger populations. So I wanted to get more into the mind of a certain segment of the younger population. Obviously, Baltimore doesn't speak for the youth in the entire U.S., but they speak for a part of the youth. So I wanted to get their ideas on media literacy, media education, and how they think that influences younger populations. But the meeting was canceled, so I drove an entire 2 hours for nothing, and I had to drive 2 hours back to my apartment. I know. But I'll be there in about 2 weeks because they're going to have another meeting in about 2 weeks. The reason why it was canceled today is because of the snow.
Okay. So that sounds like you like to drive a lot, man.
I actually don't, but when I'm on a mission, I have to do it. But let's get into these topics for today. So the first thing I actually wanted to talk about, just to get it out the way, this presidential run 2020. We're seeing a lot of candidates coming out of the woodwork, man. What is your thought on that so far?
To be honest, I have no thoughts. I can care less. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Why is that?
You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's so early. I don't want to start early. And because when we start early and allow it to consume us and take over, it seems like it never wants to end. And I think that's another reason why everybody was so drained when it was time to go vote. Because, we started so early that when it was time to go vote, everybody was burnt out by then. Like, I don't even want to vote now. I don't even,
Right.
So this time, I'm not going to let it consume me. I will only pay attention as it gets closer to it's time for me to vote, and then I'll start, because it's not that hard to actually find information on the person, on the candidate that you want to endorse. So that's what I'm doing, and also the people also, I don't care, to be honest with you. I don't care who's for the Democratic side. I just want them to beat Trump. And so far, I don't think any of them could beat Trump per se. Why is that? Because I don't think they're taken serious as candidates. I mean, granted, he's not either. He's a joke. He's a laughing stock. But when it's all said and done, I think it's gonna be very hard to get him out of the White House. I think a lot of fraudulent type activities are going to be more coming from his base, his side of things, unless because remember when he lost the popular vote, automatically it was like, let me investigate to see if the Mexicans are voting illegal. It's like, dude,
everything blame on the Mexicans.
Yeah, but nobody's talking about them damn Russians who targeted the African American community on some. Don't vote for Hillary. Hillary's this, Hillary that. So, so that's why I'm like, I'm not going to let it consume me. And plus the people that are actually in there now, I don't even care. Like Cory Booker, we all knew he was going to do it. We all, it's like everyone's in there. We already knew. I just hope Hillary doesn't do it again. I just hope.
Yeah, because she could possibly, and no offense to Hillary, but she could possibly just mess everything up for the other candidates. Because it's like, you lost the first time and you're the most qualified. You can come in and you'll mess everything up for the rest of the candidates because people might still be thinking about the email situation, Benghazi, they might come up with those old questions again.
Yeah. Also, I need for Bernie Sanders to take 5 seats. Seriously, he need to just join. Look, I imagine Bernie Sanders like that old man putting letters in envelopes and calling you talking about vote. I mean, I don't see him as anything else but that old feeble man who retired, has nothing to do with his time, so he goes and volunteers at the polls, and he sits, and only thing he does is hold a blank envelope. I don't. That's how I see Bernie Sanders. The Bernie Sanders I see now is just annoying. He reminds me of a Ralph Nader. He's going to just take somebody's vote. That's all he's there for. Taking your vote. Taking someone else's vote. So it's like you lost by 2%. Oh, guess who has the 2%? That old man. So, yeah, I'm not going to let it consume me. But how do you feel about what's going on and the people that's actually throwing their hats in the race? How do you feel?
Well, I've actually been looking into some of the backgrounds of some of the people just because I want to be more politically savvy. I feel like with every election, it comes down to the last minute, and then I'm choosing from who I hear is a good candidate rather than looking into their actual policies. So I've been looking more into the different candidates, and I'm not really impressed with what I've been seeing from people. I know there was, and actually I'll look it up. However, there was one woman that was talking about reparations for Black Americans. And I was like, what? Like, this is the first time I've ever heard a politician say anything about reparations. So she had my attention based off of that.
Yeah, I hear you.
And this woman's name is Marianne Williamson.
I don't trust her though. She's like a younger Bernie Sanders. Remember Bernie Sanders all about free school?
Right. Right. It's yeah.
She's getting in there. She'll be like, I didn't say that anytime soon. Like, yo, we voted for you. Give me my check.
Right. So yeah. It seems like a lot of her goals are a little bit out there because she wants to do like universal background checks for guns, and that's definitely going to have people mad. And then
she's a fairy tale person. How old is she? 35?
No. She looks a little older, maybe 40s, 50s.
Okay, that sounds like some young millennium type stuff.
Yeah. It's
the world actually rotates. It doesn't stop. It is circle. It's not flat, young lady. Or she's old. So. I don't know. She's like a fairy tale person. She probably still believe in the tooth fairy. Saying some garbage like.
Oh my god.
She would lose so quick. Matter of fact, the Republicans would probably vote her in just to get killed. As far as when it's time to what is it?
The final election cycle.
Not the final election, but when they go at not go at each other. When they actually
the debates.
The debates. Yeah. She'll lose in that, even though only thing you need is President Trump to just go off script, and it's a wrap. He is going to put his foot in his mouth all the time.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's how I feel. I don't care about it really. I'm just gonna go vote. It's time to vote.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it is good that people are starting to become more aware of politics, especially younger generations, and they're starting to try and inform themselves more about what's going on. So I must say, I'm very happy about that.
I totally agree. I'm happy about that too, because we do not need to have what happened in 2016 ever happen again.
Yeah, I hear you. And one of the things that came with this presidency, well, I won't say it came with it, but it made it more apparent to people who were asleep, as they say, was the bigotry and the hatred that certain populations have in America, especially white populations. And you see a lot more hate crimes happening now out in the open. People feel more emboldened to attack people and do crazy things, such as what happened with Jesse Smollett, who is an actor on Empire. He was in Chicago, allegedly walking to a Subway store at around 2 a.m. and they have him on camera, I think, going to that store, or in the store rather. And when he walked out, he was attacked by 2 white individuals.
Oh, so they were white. I couldn't
They
tell
were
by the
white.
clothes.
Yeah, they were white. He said they were white. So we'll say allegedly white individuals, and they said they called them a homophobic and racial slur, and they said this is MAGA country, and MAGA country stands for Make America Great Again, or something like that. I think they said this is MAGA country or something like that, and they had a noose and they tied it around his neck and they poured bleach on him,
Okay.
and so they roughed him up. And people out here, they're saying, "Oh, this is a homophobic attack," and some people are saying, "Oh, this is a racist attack," and some people are saying, "Oh, this is the intersection of homophobia and racism." Now, I want to
Intersection.
get your because they're saying it was both a homophobic and a racist attack because he's a gay black man, so they were attacking him based off of his race and his sexuality. So I just want to chime in, and then I want to get your thoughts on this. My thing is, I do not believe homophobia played a role in this. I think maybe they called him a homophobic slur just because maybe they don't like gay people, or they think it's a way of demeaning someone by calling them a gay slur, or they might have recognized him, and from what I hear, he is openly gay. So they might have called him.
Did you just out him?
Oh no.
No. He is
I'm
openly
only joking.
gay.
I'm only joking. I'm only
I'm say, bro. So,
oh man, that was funny.
yeah.
I saw your face.
I know, right?
Like, what? What? No.
Good thing the audience
I
didn't see it. My face dropped.
Your face dropped too. It was hilarious.
So yeah. And my thing is maybe they called him that because they recognized him as the actor. But my thing is this: the reason why I don't think his sexuality had anything to do with the attack is because they already had a noose and Clorox or whatever with them, so they could have done that to any random black person.
Well, in Chicago, son, all the killings, and they got the nerve to walk around screaming MAGA. When they go to the hood and scream that shit,
And they
Suckers.
they
Suckers,
don't,
man.
they
That's
don't
all
have
it is.
they don't have the balls to do it, or they
No.
don't have the willpower, the gusto.
You right about that, but they'll talk ish. You know, yeah. We already know that whole story seemed not kind of weird. It seemed, first of all, sad. Number
Yes.
2, it's just, come on, all this hate for what? Like, I never understood why white people are mad at us as you know, we're black. You have everything. You control the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to work hard for what we have. You don't. So why you mad at me? I gotta
Well,
work
maybe-
for it.
Well, you never know. It could be something. It could be something in their psyche, because you look at it like this: white people that are in America, for the most part, they're not descendants of the original white individuals that came over, right? A lot of them are immigrants. So you have the Irish, you have the Italians, you have the white Jewish people, you have so the Germans, even white Israelis and all that stuff, right? Most of them are
Mhm.
immigrants. So they're coming into this country and they were given all these opportunities without having to work for it. Now you have black people, and I'm talking about not the immigrant black people that come from like Africa or Jamaica or whatever, but you have the native black people that are here, like you and I, and we're the descendants of the people that were brought here against our will to work here and to build to build up the country, right?
Yeah.
So as a result of that, we have more claim to the country than people who immigrated over here, so to speak.
True.
And because of that, I think that is an aspect of why they're so mad at black individuals, because they're like, we have everything, but we didn't earn it. We don't, this is not for us, whereas it's more for you. And we're jealous of that. So we're just going to keep beating you down because we know we don't deserve what we have. It's just one idea. I have other ideas, but what's your take?
So you believe that's why they dislike us?
I believe that's a part that can be a part of it. I believe another part is jealousy, because you look at black individuals, regardless of where they come from in the African diaspora, black people are trendsetters. You look at from music, You look at sports. Anytime black people are in sports, they most likely dominate. Music, hip hop is the number one consumed music in America. Even when you go to rock and roll was started by African Americans. Jazz was started by African Americans, right?
Yep.
And so you got trendsetters, and then style, dress. For the most part, black people kind of influence the style in America. They influence the slang, and it's like black people are so innovative. I think that jealousy could be a part of that too. Like, I'm jealous that your people are so innovative. I want that.
Hmm. Oh no, man. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but to me, it just doesn't really scream out a good reason. You know, like
No, there's never gonna be a good
I
reason.
mean, if you
Like,
think about it, like if you don't like me because I am doing something that you don't like, ignore it or try to mimic it. But don't but don't blame me for being talented. Just
yeah.
mimic it. You're gonna mimic it anyway.
So to sum up what I'm saying is, I think that part of it is jealousy. Part of it is what's the word I'm looking for? Guilt. Like, part of it's guilt. Like, I got all this stuff, but I didn't earn it. And then another part of it could just be straight up fear that is put forth by the media, because you have these media representations of black individuals as crooks and thugs and thieves, and then for women, even they get the label of black women get the label of thieves and crooks and thugs, and they also get the label of being very sexually promiscuous. So with that can also add to the hatred. They're like, oh, you're ruining our country. So
Wow. I mean, I hear you. That's just kind of far fetched for me. But hey, we
yeah,
really don't know what makes people react and do the things that they do. You know?
yeah, it's just a theory. It's just a theory. I could be totally wrong, but I'm just theorizing here. I'm not the end all be all with that stuff. Or rather, what I'm saying is not the end all be all.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. You have any stories you want to talk about?
Yes, I want to talk about.
I thought so. That's why I didn't want to dominate.
No, that's cool. That's cool. My shit is random. So, so it's
Hit
so
that
funny.
button one time.
Random.
Yeah. So I was just I just got a text from, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Like, I totally forgot that Giselle used to date Leonardo DiCaprio.
What?
Yeah, Giselle, Tom Brady's wife.
Really?
Yeah.
That's new to me.
Yeah.
I don't follow that stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't either, but it just so happened I was just looking on my phone. I was looking through and how did I find it? I found it by looking, because of course you can't find it now. I found it by looking at Yahoo Sports. That's what it was. Yahoo Sports was talking about it. And it's funny because this is my thing. I'm tired of, I'm going to say females, because I'm talking about them. I'm tired of females making up excuses on why they need to leave a relationship. Like, just say you want to leave it. Like,
what do you mean?
Okay, so her reasons for breaking up with Leonardo DiCaprio after 5 years, because she says she forgot who she was. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? So that's why you broke up with the man, because you forgot who you were? Like,
Interesting.
yeah. But I'm like, so many ways, she'll say, sometimes she'll be doing things. She just, she wasn't herself with him after 5 years. But it's like, what the problem was? Tom Brady treats you like a queen. Or not even a queen. Tom Brady treats you like, yo, I know I'm rich, but you are the most important thing. I bet you Leonardo DiCaprio treated her like, yo, I can find another. But it wasn't no shade when he was doing it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Tom Brady strokes her ego more.
Really?
I believe. Come me think about it.
Based off, what is this opinion based on? Yeah,
this is only assumption, because this is only assumption. I don't know I don't know Leonardo DiCaprio, but Leonardo DiCaprio remind me of a young Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson was Playboy.
Yes,
Okay,
and
I didn't know that.
oh what man? Listen, the women he had. So that's what Leonardo DiCaprio remind me of, and Tom Brady's more like a wholesome dude. Like he's home. He look, he doesn't go out. He looks like if he's focused on you, you're gonna be the center of his world. Leonardo, by just glimpse, don't look like that because he's an actor. You gotta understand. You got an actor. Like Tom Brady just started being not start. No, okay, I take that back. Tom Brady's been in the league for probably 18 years, but Tom Brady, I don't think he's as big of a superstar than probably now he is, but back 5 years ago, I don't think he was a bigger superstar than Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo
Okay.
now, I don't remember the last movie he played in, but I say all this to say, I'm just tired of women blaming men for them losing their self. It's like, how you blaming me? You lost yourself. Just like when a woman will say to a, okay, are you still recording? Okay, I saw the thing come up. Just like when a woman would
Yeah, we
say,
still on. We still
okay,
on.
just like when a woman would say to a guy, I don't feel like myself when I'm, or, we're growing apart. It's like, no, you're growing apart. I didn't know you were, I'm thinking
Oh,
about,
okay. Okay.
like so many ways, like, and I can say men do the same because I remember back when I was younger, I quick to tell you it ain't me and it's not you, it's me. And I'll tell you right now, ain't nothing worse. You hear that shit as a girl. Anytime,
Random was
like,
over here breaking hearts.
no, I'm saying,
Heartbreaker.
and no, but it's so funny because it just made me laugh when I read the articles, because I didn't want to read it to the point that when you hit me with that. So what are your thoughts? I'd be like, so I didn't really get to read it, but for the most part, she basically said that she left him because she lost herself. It's like, how do you lose yourself in a relationship? You should always, just like, how do you find yourself not interested in your mate anymore? Like I have a younger son. Won't get too much into the information, but him and we talk all the time. And I told him one time, I was like, yo, listen, if you like someone who don't like you or not even like you, tells you, let's take it slow, I need time, that's AKA I'm not feeling you. Understand, that's what it means. It means I'm not feeling you, keep it moving. And I just talk to him about that all the time because when it's all said and done, I can't shield him from getting his heart broken, but in so many ways, I can actually give him the signs that she full of shit, keep it moving. So how do you feel? Do you even feel any way about what I'm saying, as far as sometimes I feel like it's not even just women, people in general. Why can't people just take
Be straight up?
shit? Yeah, boom, Jay Stokes.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I think what happens is a lot of times people are looking for an excuse to have an out, and they don't want to just say, I want to quit this, because they don't want to look like the bad guy.
Yeah, I
So
don't get it.
they look for any excuse. They're like, oh, well, we aren't working out, or and it's like,
yo,
no.
how's it we? I
I'm
didn't
just
know.
not interested in you. I'm just not interested. I want to leave. I want to explore other options. I don't feel like my needs are being met. That is what's going on. But
Yeah,
you
just
don't want to look like the
say
bad guy,
Yo,
because
guess
God
what?
forbid. What's up?
You're already the bad guy. The minute you shatter someone's dreams, and look, listen, as soon as you shatter someone's illusion, son, that's like that's like trying to put the genie back in the bottle. It ain't
Right.
going back in, son. You feel me? It's like, yo,
Right.
it's like once you cross that do not enter sign, and you can't, you already crossed that line. You entered. You can't shut
Right.
the door now. Whatever happens after that, it is what it is. And I think that's what the problem with a lot of people in general.
It is what it is. But the thing is, people don't want the person they broke up with to have a glow up, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh shoot, I made a mistake.
Guess what? They already made the mistake if you leave it on some BS. So no, that's it. So I was talking. So I was looking at that, because that right there, it made me laugh, and also not laugh, but it made me go, "Oh shoot, I forgot Leonardo dated her."
I never knew. You are enlightening me.
Yeah, dude, I'm enlightening myself. Like, oh, that's the model, because he got a younger model now, so he ain't paying her no mind. That's why I'm
Leo
like,
know everybody. Wasn't he with Brianna?
yes,
I tell you, man, Scorpios. He a Scorpio. Scorpios, man.
all over the place.
All over the place. Can never commit.
Never commit.
And be so
Nah.
emotional. And
Yeah.
feel like the world is attacking them, but they don't
Yeah.
take ownership for their mistakes.
Mhm.
Shout out to all my
Exactly.
Scorpios.
Oh, you do. So first you get on there.
Shout out to all my Scorpios. Yo,
Dang.
I actually wanted to go back to the Jesse Smollett thing for a minute. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Because he spelled his name different. It's Jussie, Jussie
Okay.
Smollett. Okay, Jussie Smollett. Okay. I think I'm saying it right.
I think you are.
So, what happened with that also is Kevin Hart sent his condolences and he started getting attacked, especially by the gay community, because they're like, oh, well, you released homophobic tweets, so the nerve of you to comment on this. And I'm like, okay, this is my thing. If you want, I understand. Okay. I was skimming through a document looking at the different, the murders that are committed on members of the LGBTQIA gay community on a yearly basis. Specifically, I think in 2017, 2018. And the numbers are really bad. Like they said, this is coming from these stats right here are coming from the a crisis of hate national coalition of anti-violence programs. That's where these stats are coming from. So it found that in 2017, the number of hate violence homicides of women of color was, I think, 22 in 2017. The number of hate violence homicides of transgender women of color was 22 in 2017.
Okay.
In 2017, the number of hate homicides by of people of color was 37, and the number of hate homicides of cisgender, that means straight or born male, your gender men, was 20. Okay, these stats I'm giving are terrible. Let me regroup. I had it down, but let me regroup.
See?
So basically,
and this is why I talk my random issue. Continue.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, the stats about hate crimes that were associated with gay individuals are pretty bad. So here we go. The total number of hate homicides in 2017, 71% of the victims were people of color. So people of color that are gay receive a great amount of, you know what, scratch that. I'm just gonna write an article about this because I am not presenting these stats well at all. The bottom line is this: gay people experience a lot of hate crimes, a lot of hate on them. So I can understand why they are so tense when people make jokes about their sexuality or jokes about their community. With that being said, by criticizing Kevin Hart for sending his condolences or sending his thoughts and prayers and words of encouragement to Jussie Smollett after he dealt with a hate crime, a attack by two racist individuals and potentially homophobic individuals, if they are attacking Kevin Hart for that, I think that goes against their it goes against their kind of their cause. There we go. It goes against the gay cause. If someone in the past, I think the homophobic tweets that Kevin Hart made were back in like 2012 or something like that. Some years ago. He made those, and from what he said, allegedly he apologized for those before. And if he's trying to send his condolences to somebody who belongs in the gay community, and he's being attacked by members of the gay community because he didn't apologize for past homophobic tweets to the extent that they wanted, I think that takes away from their cause. Because it's like, now if something happens to a gay individual, maybe he's going to feel less inclined to try and reach out and help now because
Exactly.
he feels like he's going to get attacked.
No, I agree, and that's the thing. Listen, I don't think you should be a spokesperson for him, but I mean, a condolence is a condolence, man. Like at the end of the day, you just sending out, prayers and best wishes to people. You're not
Right.
saying let's be kumbaya and let's break bread together. You're just saying, yo, that's a sad thing that happened. My brother, listen, get well. That's
Right.
it. I mean, people just dig in too deep for nothing, man. It's like, stop. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. That's
Right.
how I feel. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't type situation when it comes to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. So basically, Mike Vick can never ever do a PSA for dogs, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Pretty
I mean, it's crazy. It's like, really? Okay. All right. Yeah. But in the same token, if you think about it, I just feel like you're right when you say, or when you hinted that, them making, I don't think you even said this, but I'm so let me know if you said this. Them making a complaint or complaining about Kevin Hart is going to make the next person not even want to say anything because they don't have time to deal with it, and they don't have time to remember if they said some racist things back in the day.
Homophobic.
Oh, that's it, racist?
He said
Homophobic.
racist.
Talk about black people. Oh, I'm sorry. Homophobic. Sorry, guys.
And the thing is also, when it comes down to it, I thought about this, and I thought about myself, and I said, if a white individual, if they're a famous person, if they say something racist in the past, am I willing to forgive them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say, yeah, but I'm always gonna look at you as a racist. It's like, you already exposed yourself. That's how I feel. So you already exposed yourself, but I'm not gonna attack them. I'm like, okay, you a racist, okay, I'm cool. But I feel like with the gay community, once someone says something that's homophobic, it's like they can
It's a wrap.
they can never get over it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And
That's not fair. It's not fair. But you know why? You know why that's not fair? Because
Okay.
let a racist person say something about a black person, man. Someone's quick to tell us to forgive
Yep.
and go to church and pray. But then,
Exactly.
oh no, your career is over.
Right. And I have to apologize to everybody out there
What's up?
about my poor reading of my stats.
Yeah, it's cool.
Of
It
the
was
stats.
it was off the cuff.
Yeah, it
Normally
was
you
off
don't
the
do that.
cuff. Yeah, and the only reason you're funny.
Listen, guys, you can't listen. Stokes, you can't complain. You can't even apologize too much because I'm sitting here 10 minutes ago. I was thinking. You remember that night when we were trying to pronounce the
Oh, Jamal Khashoggi.
Yeah, and we started laughing not because it was funny, but because we
Yeah,
were
but
like,
because
oh,
we
you messed up.
just like
So
blunder
listen.
after blunder. We're just gonna get it right.
Yeah, so listen, you're not laughing. You're not, you're taking it serious. So nah, you good. Believe me. But good disclaimer. But that's it. That's all they need. Listen, they know how you are. They listen to the show. They don't call,
Yeah.
but they listen to the show.
But the thing is, like, I usually am better when it comes to that stuff. I'm just so sleep deprived, man. I've been writing this article
Dude,
today.
You too? Dude, when listen, when this show's over, man, listen, I'm going to eat and I'm going to take me a nap because I have some stuff to do. Yeah. Oh, I'm taking
You said a
late.
nap.
Yeah, I'm taking a
You
nap.
said a nap.
Yes, I'm taking a nap
Let me get
at
that
9
nap.
o'clock. A nap at 9 o'clock.
You said, let me get
PM.
that nap.
Yo, who takes naps at 9 o'clock at night? This guy,
I don't
Jay
know.
Random.
Random.
I don't know.
Random.
Jay Random. Yeah, but I'm just so tired because I've been writing this article today about this Bollywood actress named Esha Gupta. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And
Don't get me to lie.
and what happened was she posted a screenshot on her Instagram story of a WhatsApp conversation she had with a friend of hers or someone she knows. And they called a soccer player that they were frustrated with, who was black, gorilla. Well, her friend or the person she was talking to called this soccer player who was black, gorilla faced, and said it looks like evolution stopped for him. It's like evolution
So
stopped for him.
disrespectful.
I know. And
No, the evolution part was like, damn, you gotta take it there.
right.
You know how many ugly white people are walking around here?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Or
You are
ugly.
sick.
I mean, ugly people in general, ugly Indian people. I mean, people like, why you gotta go evolution, son? Like, you could just say his mama was ugly. Just, I don't know, evolution. I mean, you really taking it there.
Yeah, and so like
Wait,
Esha
time out.
Gupta,
Don't- Pause.
what's up?
Pause.
What's up?
Why you say, oh my God, when I said white people?
Because I'm like, yo. But first you say, why are they so mad at us? Why are they so mad at blacks? And then you say, there are ugly people out here. Have you seen some of these white people out here? I'm like, dang, son.
Yo,
Way to
I
bring in
mean,
Black History Month.
hey, listen. In general, like, yo, I seen some ugly people, man. It look like they should just go stay at home and like just order out. Order in. Don't leave the house, you know. But they come out. But you don't have to take it there when you're talking about evolution, because now we know you're being racist. That's a racist, corny joke. Stop it. Because if anybody say anything about you and your Indian heritage, it'll be a problem.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Oh
who
man.
who screenshots ish? I'm not taking the screenshot of nothing you and I talk about. For what? Because people are not going to pay attention to our conversation. They're going to pay attention to the conversation above that we were talking about.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because I know I would. I'd be like, the hell what they talking about? Let me read. Oh, chill. You know, that's me. I'm all over the place. Like, you know, so I wouldn't pay attention to what you sent me.
Right. I mean, but
I think it's
With-
wrong, though. I think it's wrong.
with this situation, Esha Gupta, she was laughing at this person saying he looked like he had saying this black athlete, soccer player, had a gorilla face, and
Ooh.
she got a big backlash over that, and she was talking about, oh, sorry, it was stupidity on my part. I didn't mean for it to be racist. I've actually experienced racism too, so I know how it
gosh, here we
feels.
go.
I'm
That's
like,
like a white
come
person
on.
saying. That's like a white person saying, you know what? I'm not racist. I have black friends. No, we don't care
Yeah.
about your story.
Right. You made a blunder, and like we understand, and like I said before, I understand you're a racist. Like I understand you're a racist now. These are the conversations you have behind closed doors. I don't care how famous you are. Like these are the conversations you have. And the thing is, she's on the lighter side of the Indian spectrum. So to say that she's experienced racism before, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock her for that. But
I don't believe her. She need more people. Okay?
I didn't want to say it, so I'm glad you said it.
I don't believe her, man. Who she? I mean, who? I mean, come on. Her own kind is doing racist shit to her.
Well, there is colorism in Indian culture.
Oh, I know. Boy,
They
do
deal
I
with
know.
colorism. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
it's so real.
And for all you Indians out there, I hate to break it to you. Well, I don't hate to break it to you. I just hate to crush your false reality. But if you're a darker skinned Indian, you're really black.
Yeah.
You're really black. You've been mixed a little bit, but you're really black. If you look at
don't tell
have
them
you
that
looked
though.
at darker skinned Indians and looked at Ethiopians, they're almost identical sometimes.
Yep.
So, hey, there's more of us out there than you think.
I know, man. Just listen. Just get down with the culture. All right.
Yeah. I mean, there's more black people in the world than any other group, and
More than Hispanics.
well, there's black Hispanics too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
Remember, Hispanic is an ethnicity, not a race.
True that.
Yeah. So, with this article, I'm writing it now. I'm gonna post it on Medium and post it on the Tit for Tat weblog, the official weblog of Chemistry Productions. I try to post these articles on Thursday, but this article I had to really hone in and get it together because I was very passionate about it, and I try to be objective when I write. So I had to get my thoughts and opinions together. But with that being said, segueing into our last topic, unless you have anything else to say, I wanted to just say to everybody out there, happy Black History Month. With Black History Month, personally, I think of every day throughout the year as Black History Month, considering the fact that Black individuals built America.
True that.
So and Black individuals were the starting civilization of the world. So every day is Black history to me. But if we're going to recognize this month, I feel that we need to truly recognize it. And I'll be posting different short bios, not really a bio, just a short little sentence or two about Black individuals that you don't see in the media that are historical or historical figures. So that's my take on that. Just wanted to get your thoughts, Jay.
Don't have any thoughts.
Jay over here scratching his head. He like, I want to go to sleep.
Yo, no thoughts. Shout out to everybody who celebrates Black History Month. You and I were talking today, and I totally forgot today was Black History Month only because I forgot today was February 1st. No lie. So, the sad part is that back when I was younger, I'm 40. So back when I was younger, and I can imagine my parents, well, not really my parents, because that was kind of shaky time. But back when I was 40, man, it was so like that was like everybody couldn't wait for February to come. You feel proud
Them
and excited, And now it's like February is like every other month, and we really have to do something because believe me, they don't mind not giving us February.
Yeah. And I think it comes down to the culture that we live in now, Black culture, and also people's attitudes towards their own history. We're so much in this space of, and I was watching an interview of Killer Mike on the Breakfast Club today. I know I told you I was going to stop watching the Breakfast Club, but I had to see this interview because I heard about it. And so I saw this interview and he was talking about how we're so much on this kumbaya tip nowadays, Black individuals are, ever since we integrated after the 60s. And because of that, a lot of Black individuals, we've lost our culture and we've lost our sense of self. We've lost our own history because we've been wanting to assimilate and weave in with other groups. So we've like left our stuff behind, including our history, and we wanted to merge with other groups.
Damn, you're right. And that's the sad part. You're so right. We're too busy trying to how can I say? We're too busy trying to feel like we made it, quote unquote, that we are forgetting ourselves in the process. Right. It doesn't take, think about it like this. Facebook had a little meme about a year and a half ago. I don't know if you've seen it, when they had this Black guy who owned a hot dog stand, right? That was his business. He owned a hot dog stand, and he gave you a price. And everybody was clowning him, talking about that's too much money, where his hands been, dumb shit, right? Then the same business was ran by a white man, and the Black people had no problem buying a hot dog from him. But was on black, meaning Black people buying a hot dog for the Black guy. Now the price is too high. So I say this to say we have to really start investing in ourselves again. We're not trying to say, listen, we're that we're going to form a nation within this United States. No, what we're saying is we have to start promoting ourselves, opening up banks, making our money flow through our networks.
And stop being so cheap with it. And stop just saying, just because I'm a Black business or because I have a Black name attached to it, you should support me. No, you have to be good at what you do. Give me a good service.
Food has to be good. Yes, you're right. You're right, Jay Stokes. Service has to be on point.
Right.
Let me tell you something. There's a Black-owned spot in Bridgeport right now. So my wife and I and a bunch of friends, we went there so far 3 times. The last time we went, we said we never going back. Why? Service is trash. Service is horrible. They don't have enough servers. And we're like, yo, this is the problem. Y'all always complaining, talking about we don't support. When we come and support, y'all don't even make it worth our while to support. So it's like, just like what you said. Come on, if you don't think because you Black, I'm gonna come support you. No, you got to be Black with a purpose. Like, what's your purpose? Like, what are you doing? Your food gonna be good? Your service gonna be good? Because I don't mind spending my money on Black businesses. I don't mind it, but treat me, and it was funny because they had reserved tables, right? When we went the second time, whatever, we went to concert, not a concert, like a jazz, a band came.
Okay.
So, you had to reserve your table, eat, and leave the eating place. You could go to the bar. They had some other patrons there that held up the table all night. You think the manager said anything?
No.
Nope. But let that be us. She'll be clocking. She'll be tapping her watch like, "Yo, I gotta get this table. I got this table for somebody else." Nah, you don't. Not now. You got these mofos over here laughing and giggling and shit, and they ain't leaving. No. So that's another thing. We can't be hard on ourselves. And I think that's another problem with us as a generation. As far as I don't know if you ever experienced or ever heard like jokes like that. Like, gosh, it's pretty bad how we treat each other in the corporate world. There's no reason for that. We can all make money.
Well, a lot of this has to do with
what the Willie Lynch, the corporate version.
Yeah, the Willie Lynch. What?
The corporate version.
It's called the Willie Lynch theory. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know Willie Lynch theory, the corporate version.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, the corporate version.
You were so tongue tied back there. I was like, what?
Sorry, the corporate version. But yeah. So I forgot how we got on this whole topic, but I'm down with
Black History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month. Yeah, thank you. Black History Month. We had to start doing stuff with our family, friends, and actually let these kids know that this month is important. This month is special. Embrace it, celebrate it, because before you know it, they can take it away. We won't even know, and they already started taking it away.
Right?
Commercials used to always be about Black History Month. Now you may or may not see a commercial, or if you do, you're gonna see it on BET. Well, how many people watching BET still?
Shoot, I don't watch BET anymore.
Exactly. So what so I'm not watching on Channel 4. I don't see it on Channel 5. I don't see it on Channel 7. I gotta go all the way to Centric to see Black History Month be reminded. Like, come on, man, that's whack. So yeah, shout out to everybody who understand that this month is important, and let's keep it going. Like, seriously.
Right. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. No, go.
No, I was gonna say, and the Black History figure that we're gonna be highlighting today, her name is Claudette Colvin.
I think I heard her.
Yeah, a 15-year-old girl back in March 1955. She actually was a person who chose not to give up her seat on the bus before Rosa Parks did. But she was overshadowed by Rosa Parks because Rosa Parks was part of the NAACP, I believe, and she had more of a backing, and she was an older adult. But this girl, Claudette, who later became a woman, she actually challenged this in the Supreme Court. Was it Supreme Court? It was Broader versus Gale. So I think this was it was it challenged the Alabama state statutes and Montgomery, Alabama city ordinances regarding segregation on Montgomery buses. And because of this, I think she was able to stop this segregation thing from occurring. I forgot what happened. I have to look more into this. She actually brought this whole issue of being segregated on the bus to the court. She helped put that into action. And I think that resulted, the result was a positive one. But definitely check out our Tumblr page this evening, and you'll find out more about that. I'm not even gonna write it too much in detail. My computer's pausing right now as I'm trying to read the result of it, so that's why I keep pausing in what I wanted to say. But yeah, I think it said in December 17, 1956, the Supreme Court rejected city and state appeals to reconsider their decision. So I think I think that Broader versus Gale
is the actual case.
No, it is an actual case, but I'm trying to see the result of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what actually happened. Yeah, just say something while I look.
Yeah. So anyway, definitely Black History Month. We definitely have to start taking it serious because
Found it.
we're gonna be pissed
Found it.
off when you're talking about, oh, you don't celebrate it anyway. Let's take it back. You're like, what? Take what back, punk? So
Exactly.
that's why I say, listen, we gotta oh, you scared me for a minute. I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, what the hell just happened? You got a mall fly?
No. I was pushing I was trying to adjust the camera.
Gotcha. But yeah, so no.
Yeah, so what happened was, the panel ruled 2-1 that segregation on Alabama's interstate buses was unconstitutional. So this case that Miss Claudette Colvin helped bring to court actually helped desegregate the buses in Alabama. So,
whoa, okay.
A little bit of Black history for you. A
15-year-old
girl. 15-year-old
Gotcha.
girl. It's a 15-year-old Black girl. Worked that magic on them.
Yeah. It's all about the youth, man. They ain't scared of nothing. That's why.
Right. And if
So-
our youth today could use their fearlessness and actually go forth in the world and do damage, like, do you know how great this country would be?
Very great. Oh, yeah. No, you got a point.
Yeah, so with that being said, we're gonna wrap up today's show. We hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, if you're listening to this on the Chemistry Productions YouTube channel, that's K3MISTRY Productions on YouTube, definitely leave a comment. You can email us at K3MISTRYproductions@gmail.com if you have anything you would like to have discussed in later weeks, or if you had any comments on this episode, feel free to let us know. We're trying to grow our platform for 2019. That's one of our main goals.
We need it. We got it. No worry. Listen, we'll get it. And like I said again, we already did the smart thing by the format that we record our show in now. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely better than what we were doing for the past few months. And I know you guys and gals can actually hear the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Quality is good. So,
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. So listen. So everybody, once again, have a nice. Not once again. Never said it the first time. Say it now. Have a nice weekend to everyone. Please, listen to our show every Wednesday. Unless something happens, then listen to it when we upload it.
No, we upload every Friday. We record
Friday.
on
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
okay, great. So we record Wednesday and upload by Friday. Cool.
yeah.
No doubt. So
Today
listen.
we're recording on Friday. But
Yeah, I know. So you get it on Sunday. Yo, Jake Stokes, man, always good talking to you. Always good talking to you, cuz we'll be talking, off the air or whatever. Not tonight though. I'm about to eat dinner.
You gotta get some
Sure.
Z's. And
What?
and just for everybody out there, Black businesses matter. Chemistry
Yes.
Productions is a Black business. We don't try to broadcast that, but we are.
Yes, we are. Come support us.
And we definitely gonna do damage out here.
Can't wait. Yo, everybody have a good one, cousin. Yo, we'll be talking this weekend. All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.